There are more than 2,700 billionaires in the world, with the following countries having the most billionaires. The interesting thing is that the current top 10 billionaires have more net worth than the GDP of some countries. They are collectively worth more than $14 trillion. The number of billionaires is growing every year, so why not increase your chances of becoming one of them by watching this video? Here are the top 5 proven secrets that can make anyone a billionaire. Number 1. Real problems are real opportunities. In a world where only 5% of the population is wealthy, we can't deny the fact that creating wealth is hard, and it is even harder when you follow the wrong path to wealth. If you are looking to fix your own financial situation or gain freedom from the 9 to 5, you're not on the right track. Businesses are meant to solve problems, not to make you rich. Many new entrepreneurs make the mistake of starting businesses to solve their own money problems. But successful entrepreneurs focus on solving big problems, put in years of hard work, and then see the profits later on. In short, if you want to become a billionaire, then help a billion people. People spend money to solve problems, simple and straightforward. Maybe someone feels overweight and wants a gym membership. An individual may purchase a meal delivery service to save time on grocery shopping and cooking. Perhaps a small business owner might invest in marketing services to reach a wider audience and attract more customers. Whatever the business, people spend money to solve problems, not to make you rich. Now that your mindset is shifting from money-making to problem-solving, let's take a look at the big problems to solve that can make you a billionaire. 1. Weight loss pill with no side effects. The world is changing, and for the first time ever, more people are dying from obesity than from starvation. Most people are looking for easy solutions to the weight problem and would gladly pay a premium for them. A pill solving this issue could quickly become one of the most profitable and widely used drugs worldwide. As of 2024, the diet and weight loss industry is worth around $190 billion in the US alone and is expected to reach a value of $500 billion worldwide in the coming years. 2. Water scarcity. A major United Nations report has found that around 2 billion people don't have access to safe drinking water, meaning that 1 in 4 people worldwide live without clean water. By 2030, it is expected that 2/3 of the world's population will struggle to access clean water. Despite the planet being covered in 70% water, only 3% of it is fresh water suitable for human consumption. Around 2/3 of that is tucked in frozen glaciers and unavailable for our use. So we're in big trouble. 3. Artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence market size was valued at $428 billion in 2022 and is projected to grow from $515 billion in 2023 to $2,025 billion by 2030. It could cure diseases for us, revolutionize farming and bioengineering. 4. Private data and home security. Cyber attacks are proliferating, causing trillions of dollars in damage every year. Cybercrime is predicted to cost the world $9.5 trillion in 2024. The cybersecurity industry is currently valued at $200 billion. Most of this revenue comes from companies and businesses seeking to protect their information and willing to pay a premium for it. Many people are unaware of the value of their data, leading them to give it away for free or at a low cost. In 2017, a US company called Equifax got hacked. The information of 143 million people got hacked. This includes name, address, birth date, social security number, and your financial history. With this information, someone could easily impersonate you, buy property, obtain a credit line, and completely ruin your life. 5. Energy storage. It has already been decided that the future is electric. Our computers, homes, and even cars are electric. But over 750 million people currently do not have access to electricity. The rise of clean energy from solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal sources is opening up many business opportunities. Probably the biggest opportunity lies in energy storage. In the US alone, it's roughly an $8 billion industry right now and growing at almost 25% annually. 6. Food production. Food and agriculture is actually the biggest industry in the world. With a global population of 8 billion people, we all need to eat every single day. Someone has to figure out how to make this happen. 10% of the gross domestic product of the entire world lies in food. That's around $50 trillion. However, 1/3 of the entire food produced in the world is wasted. Food losses and waste amount to roughly $680 billion in industrialized countries and $310 billion in developing countries per year. That's how much money we're throwing away. It's your opportunity to capture as much of it as possible. Number 2. The real money is made in a crisis. During the first year of the pandemic, the world's 2,300 billionaires enjoyed a $4 trillion boost to their wealth, increasing their fortunes by 55%. Between year 2020 and 2021, the wealth held by the world's billionaires jumped from $8 trillion to $12 trillion. Below are the 10 wealthiest billionaires, along with their net worth in this period, and the year-over-year increase in their wealth, according to the IPS estimates. Billionaires look at the world differently than most people. Poor people look at life in terms of days, the middle class in terms of months, the upper class in terms of quarters, the rich in terms of years, and the super rich in terms of decades. People used to tease Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway because it didn't do so well for 10 years, and they didn't like that a lot of their money was just sitting there. But Warren and his partner Munger were actually being patient. They were fine with the money losing a bit of value each year because they knew that when a tough time came, they could use it to buy companies at a big discount. For billionaires, tough times are like a super sale, where they can buy what they really want for a lot less. That's one of their secrets. Instead of worrying about day-to-day stuff, they make a few smart moves every decade to help their money grow. Number 3. Taking calculated risks. Calculated risks make the difference between an ordinary life and an extraordinary life. Many billionaires have achieved success because they were willing to take calculated risks. You may have heard advice such as, go with your gut, or listen to your heart from time to time. People usually give such suggestions when you can't decide whether or not you should take certain decisions or risks. Such advice can work for you, but only if you are taking calculated risks. But while doing so, don't confuse your fear with your gut feeling and give up before even starting. The more you think about potential obstacles you may face, you will find more risks like losing your job, going through a divorce, failing, etc. We don't want to think about negative stuff like this, but it could happen and ruin your plan. No matter how much you focus on the right things, you may still fail because bad things can happen. But before we take any risk, we must know the difference between a foolish risk and a calculated risk. Foolish risk is that which you take without doing any research or assessing the possible negative consequences. It's like moving forward blindly, so you might do well or you might fail, but if you fail, the consequences can be huge as you don't know what's waiting for you. Calculated risk-taking, on the other hand, involves doing some research. Just like with any risk, the results may not always be positive, but at least you'll have a good idea of what might happen, whether you will succeed or fail. What could cause our construction project to fail? The soil may not provide enough stability, so we have to make sure we do a proper analysis of the ground before we begin with construction. Number 4. Embrace innovation and disruption. Innovation is the introduction of something new. Without innovation, there isn't anything new, and without anything new, there will be no progress. If an organization isn't making any progress, it simply cannot stay relevant in the competitive market. Remember Blockbuster? It used to be the biggest movie rental service in the 1990s, yet it is no longer around. This is because it did not recognize the importance of innovation. Netflix began as a small business, and today the net worth of Netflix is $240 billion. Innovation may sound like a buzzword for some, but there are many reasons why companies focus on it. Innovation helps businesses to stay relevant in the competitive market. Out of the Fortune 500, just 12% of the companies that were there in 1955 are still in business. In the next decade, half of the S&P 500 companies are expected to be replaced. Innovation also plays an essential role in economic growth. By 2050, the global economy could more than double in size. AI could replace the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs. Additionally, by 2030, at least 14% of employees globally could need to change their careers due to digitization, robotics, and AI advancements. Companies that embrace innovation in a rapidly changing business environment will not only survive, but will also successfully flourish in the toughest of the economic conditions. Number 5. Networking and building relationships. Did you know that many successful businesses today started because of an opportunity that was made possible by networking? Take, for example, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, the founders of Google, initially met at Stanford University, where they were both pursuing their PhDs in computer science. Their academic collaboration and friendship eventually led to the development of the Google search engine, which revolutionized the way people access information online. One of the most important secrets of billionaires is their ability to build and maintain strong relationships. By building a strong network, billionaires are able to gain access to new opportunities, resources, and information that can help them to grow their businesses and increase their wealth. Author John Maxwell once quoted, "Your network is your net worth." You can motivate us by subscribing to this channel to help us create more videos like this. Thank you.